I am going to tell you all about my egg retrieval journey. It is my 4th cycle now. I did 2 cycles with Adora and then 2 cycles, including the most recent one at Janaea. And this is my first cycle that I've had OHSS syndrome, which is ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, because I had more than 15 eggs retrieved. And then my BMI is on the lower side. So apparently, if you're on the lower side of the BMI and you retrieve more than 15 eggs and you also have PCOS, which I don't have, touch wood, you are more susceptible to have OHSS syndrome. I'm feeling quite bloated. It's the second day after my retrieval, so today is Sunday. My egg retrieval was on Friday. My abdomen around here feels quite swollen and sore. It's a bit of a hybrid of feeling really constipated and bloated, extremely bloated, and also that you ate a bad meal and it's just sitting there. So it's all here. I'll show you my tummy. That's how bloated I am, and I'm usually not that bloated. I actually look pregnant. And it's red here because I had a hot water bottle there. This is me pretending to be pregnant, because one day I will be. Egg retrieval day was pretty ordinary. I went in at 12 o'clock. My retrieval time was 12:45 in the afternoon. So I took my trigger shot 36 hours before on the Thursday morning at 12:45 a.m. Retrieval all went fine, got the anesthesia done, had a really refreshing sleep, woke up pretty groggy. When I woke up, they told me how many eggs I retrieved. I was so out of it, I couldn't even remember what the doctor said or what the nurse said. Anyway, they were pretty chuffed with the results. After that, they sent me back home. Chris took me back home in the car. You also take home codeine. So I got some codeine for the pain. I've only taken 2 so far, and that was on the first evening I came back home. And I'm also taking this thing called cabergoline. It's like in this little bottle, and you take it for 7 days. And it's meant to reduce the severity of OHSS syndrome. I got the Grow app from Janaea. And the Grow app, you can actually monitor the growth of your eggies. So on day 5 is when they inform you how many blastocysts that you have. And then after that, you can opt to do PGTA testing, which tests for any abnormalities. And the reason why we opted to do PGTA testing is because, unfortunately, I had 3 miscarriages, 2 of which were missed miscarriages. And I think my first pregnancy, I don't know if that was a missed miscarriage. Anyway, they couldn't find a heartbeat at 6 weeks. Oh my God, you know what's annoying? I just did a 3-minute vlog about the Janaea Grow app, and I didn't have my microphone switched on. So we do it all over again. But you can see my doggies because I just changed position so you can see my doggies. These are my doggies. This is Toby. He's my comfort dog. And this is Onyx. He's also my comfort dog. But this is my little baby. What did I say before when I realized my microphone wasn't on? I talked about my diet, and I also talked about doing vlogs on day 3 and day 5 just to keep you informed of what's happening and how the embryos are growing and what they look like. And I'll also give you a preview of what the Janaea app looks like. You can monitor your embryos and how the cells split. Is actually quite interesting. You feel like a little bit of a mad scientist when you go on the app and you watch it all. Apparently, to reduce OHSS symptoms, you're supposed to go on a high protein diet. Avoid any foods that make you feel bloated because you're already like a big balloon. What I've eaten today, it's day 2 after my retrieval. So I ate 2 boiled eggs, and then I made a really mean Cantonese stir fry with chicken and shiitake mushrooms and spring onion. I had that. I usually have it with rice, but I want to try to stay off carbs because I don't want to feel so bloated. So I had a little bowl of that. And then I had a coffee with tiger milk, which is made out of Brazil nuts because I want to increase my selenium intake. And apparently tiger milk also uses olive oil instead of seed oils that you usually find in Milk Lab almond milk. Apparently seed oils aren't good for you. Just recently I had a small bit of yogurt with some fresh passion fruit and some chia seeds for some fiber because I'm feeling constipated, and I don't feel like the constipation isn't going away. So I've also bought some tea that helps me go to the toilet. I had to drink 2 of those teas at night in order for me to go to the toilet this morning, and I wasn't able to pass like a really good juicy stool. I'm usually quite good with bowel movements, but yeah, anyway, TMI. I'll vlog tomorrow because I get a call from the nurses tomorrow, and then I'll also vlog on Wednesday or Thursday. By end of this Friday, upcoming Friday, I'll have all the results in terms of how many blastocysts that we got. And then after that, they go in for testing. They go in for PGTA testing with our other 7 embryos from Adora, which was our previous fertility clinic. I know there's a lot of controversy around banking embryos and having sufficient embryos to do some family planning, but the reason why we are banking them and doing testing and everything is because I've had 3 miscarriages and unexplained infertility. So I'm 39 now, and they say, I think after 35, your egg quality dramatically goes down. So I want to make sure that we have enough embryos that are PGTA tested, i.e. euploids, to transfer. And when I had my miscarriages, 2 of them I took the tablets where you have to pass it naturally, and it was so excruciatingly painful. The pain was crazy. I don't want to go through that again, touch wood. And the most recent miscarriage was early in this year, and then I had a DNC procedure, which you go under so you don't feel anything. So that is why we're embryo banking and opted to do all the PGTA testing, because my miscarriages were due to abnormalities in the pregnancy tissue. So that's why. We changed clinic because Adora doesn't offer PGTA testing, so we decided to transfer them over to Janaea, which only took maybe a week. And then what they do is they thaw all those 7 embryos and test it all together with our current batch. So we won't know how many embryos we got until this Friday, Thursday or Friday. And then what they'll do is they'll test all of them all together, and then we get the results maybe 3 or 4 weeks after. So I'll update you maybe end of July. Hopefully we get the results then. And then I'm going to prepare the body for embryo transfer. And I might also vlog that as well. So stay tuned.